From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. And the Rams had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a first down.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Runs through the contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down and 8. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Rams defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt that. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Vaughn. And he is going to have a Rams Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Adams the man in motion right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua now running right on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Meanwhile, Tua's throw there complete to Hamler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. He hits Adams complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, LA! Devontae Adams, 82 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there as it'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Tua to try again on second down. And complete to Drake London. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is new.
And now look at him go. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 32-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 38-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught by Laporta. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Vaughn is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Moving inside the 20. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll give Devon on the read option.
And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
He'll take it at the 42. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On the ground with Vaughn.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Deuce Vaughn
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Rams look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this mark. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Drake Jackson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Tua. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Another run with Mitchell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Jet sweep. Here's London. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Got a man side, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
At their 48-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing